Google Gemini. Right now, an AI is reading your emails. Not hypothetically, not in some future version of the internet. Right now, if you have a Google AI Pro or AI Ultra subscription in the United States and you have enabled a feature called Personal Intelligence, Google's Gemini is actively scanning your Gmail inbox, your photo library, your YouTube watch history, and your search activity simultaneously to build a real-time picture of who you are. Google announced this on January 14, 2026, and the way they described it, it sounds like the best thing they have ever built. An assistant that finally knows you, that remembers your preferences without you having to repeat yourself, that can connect a confirmation email from 6 months ago to a photo you took last summer to give you an answer you did not even know you needed. They gave a specific example. A Google executive standing in line at a tire shop realized he did not know his car's tire size or license plate number. He asked Gemini. Within seconds, Gemini had pulled his license plate from an old photo in Google Photos, cross-referenced road trip images from the same library, and recommended all-season tires because it had inferred the family drives in variable weather. He did not have to tell it any of that. It already knew. That is not a chatbot. That is something that has been paying attention to your life and is now presenting what it has learned. Here's what Google is less eager to headline. The system can make what it internally calls over-personalization errors. It can misread nuance around relationship changes, personal interests, life transitions. It admits the model may see hundreds of photos of you at a golf course and conclude you love golf, when the truth is you love your son and that is why you were there. And it acknowledges that filtered prompts and responses from your Gemini sessions, the conversations you have while it is reading your data, can be used to improve the model. Your raw emails and photos are not training data. The conversations built around them are. Now set the discomfort aside because the feature is genuinely powerful. Two things make it different from anything a standalone AI can offer. The first is cross-source reasoning. Gemini can pull from multiple apps simultaneously without you specifying where to look. The second is precise detail retrieval. It can surface one specific fact from years of accumulated data in seconds. Both are powered by Gemini 3, Google's latest model series, operating on a 1 million token context window with a technique called context packing, which identifies only the relevant slice of your data for each query rather than processing everything at once. The feature is off by default. You choose which apps to connect. You can disconnect apps individually. Temporary chat mode lets you run sessions with no personalization active. Google says it does not train on your raw files. The controls are real, but the controls are not the point. The point is that this is the first time one system has had permission to reason across the full breadth of a person's digital life. And the company that built it also owns your search engine, your navigation app, your email platform, your photo storage, and your video history. No other AI company is positioned to do this. That is not a reassurance. That is the competitive advantage Google has been building toward for 20 years. ChatGPT Go. While Google is competing on depth, OpenAI is competing on reach. On January 16, 2026, OpenAI launched ChatGPT Go globally at $8 a month. This is not a new product. Go first launched in India back in August 2025 as a low-cost entry point. Now it is available in over 170 countries, and in the United States at $8, it sits squarely between the free tier and the $20 plus plan. That price gap matters more than it sounds. $20 a month is a considered purchase. $8 is an impulse. It is the price of a coffee. It is the price of 1 month of a streaming service you forgot you had. OpenAI knows exactly what they are doing with that number. What Go actually gives you is meaningful. You get access to GPT 5.2 Instant, OpenAI's latest fast model, with message limits 10 times higher than the free tier. You get file uploads, image generation, longer memory, and a larger context window. You can create and edit custom GPTs. That last detail is the ecosystem play. If users at the $8 tier can build their own custom assistants and workflows, they are not just using ChatGPT. They are building inside it. That turns the platform from a tool into an operating system. And once your workflow lives inside a platform, switching away becomes a project rather than a decision. But here's where it gets complicated. OpenAI has confirmed it is testing ads on both the free tier and ChatGPT Go in the United States. Not Plus, not Pro, not Business or Enterprise. Those stay clean. The $8 tier, the one that asks you to pay, is also the one that will show you sponsored content. Sam Altman posted the principles directly. Ads will be labeled, separated from answers, never influence responses, and will not appear around sensitive topics. Advertisers will not receive your conversation data. You will be able to dismiss ads, view why you were shown one, and turn off personalized ad targeting entirely. The principles sound reasonable. The precedent is uncomfortable. This is the moment where AI joins the attention economy. The same model that has been framed as a tool for trust and accuracy is now funded, in part, by advertisers with something to sell you. OpenAI's framing is that ads allow them to keep powerful AI accessible without requiring everyone to pay premium prices. That is a defensible position. It is also the exact argument every platform has made before becoming something its early users did not recognize. The timing adds another layer. Anthropic responded by running an ad during the Super Bowl calling Claude ad-free, directly positioning itself against OpenAI's decision. The AI market just got its first real brand war moment. Flux.2 Klein. This next one did not make mainstream headlines the way the other stories did, but for anyone building with AI, it may be the most practically significant release of January 2026. On January 15th, Black Forest Labs dropped Flux.2 Klein. Klein means small in German, and the name is deliberate. This is not the largest or most photorealistic model in the Flux family. It is the fastest. And fast here does not mean faster than other image generators. Fast means under half a second. Sub-second image generation and editing on consumer GPUs, hardware you can actually buy. Cards like the RTX 3090 or 4070 with roughly 13 gigabytes of VRAM. The model comes in two sizes. The 4 billion parameter version is released under the Apache 2.0 license, which means fully open for commercial use. Build a product with it. Sell that product. No restrictions. The 9 billion parameter version is under a non-commercial license, available for research and experimentation but not for monetization without a separate agreement. What makes the architecture genuinely different from most image generators is that it unifies three capabilities that have historically required separate models or complex workarounds. Text-to-image, image editing with a single reference, and multi-reference composition all run inside one architecture. You can upload up to 4 reference images and direct the output using all of them simultaneously. You can specify exact colors using hex codes. You can pass structured JSON-like prompts for programmatic generation. These are not consumer gimmicks. These are enterprise pipeline features packed into a model that fits on consumer hardware. The speed changes what image generation is able to be. When generating an image takes a minute, it is a separate task. You prompt, wait, evaluate, adjust, wait, again. When it takes under half a second, it becomes part of a continuous workflow. An AI agent building a presentation can generate diagrams in real time. A design tool can update visuals as the user adjusts parameters. A developer prototyping a UI can see image variants the moment they change a variable. The gap between imagining something and seeing it collapses. Black Forest Labs was founded by former Stability AI engineers and raised $300 million in a Series B in December 2025. Klein is already available on Hugging Face, with comfy UI workflow templates included so developers can drop it directly into existing pipelines. The API starts at 14 cents per image. Google Smart Glasses. Google Glass launched in 2013. It was mocked, legislated against in some venues, and pulled back within a year of public availability. A second enterprise-focused version launched in 2017 and was quietly discontinued in 2023. 2 failures, 12 years apart, and now Google is trying again. In December 2025, Google announced 2 new smart glasses products for 2026. This time, the approach is entirely different, and the differences are worth understanding because they explain exactly why the first 2 attempts did not work. The original glass failed primarily on social acceptability. The device looked like technology. People near someone wearing glass could not tell whether they were being filmed. The term glass holes emerged organically. Nobody wants to be the person in the room who makes everyone else uncomfortable. And that discomfort overrode every practical benefit the device offered. Google's solution for 2026 is not to fight that dynamic. It is to sidestep it entirely by making the glasses look like glasses. Google has signed hardware partnerships with Warby Parker, committing up to $150 million to support the collaboration with South Korean luxury eyewear brand Gentle Monster and with Samsung. The product strategy is built around a principle that Meta has already proven with Ray-Ban. The wearable that wins is the one that functions as a desirable accessory first and a technology product second. By 2025, Meta's Ray-Ban smart glasses had sold 2 million units and were the top-selling product in 60% of Ray-Ban stores across Europe, the Middle East, and Africa. Not top-selling gadget, top-selling product, period. The hardware partner for the higher-end display model is X-Real. through a project called Aura, which uses optical see-through lenses rather than opaque screens and is targeting a launch price around $1,000. The entire platform runs on the Qualcomm Snapdragon XR2 Plus Gen 2 chipset, ensuring compatibility with the broader Android ecosystem from day one. The question Google has never convincingly answered is whether it can execute on consumer hardware products at scale. The technology is more capable than 2013. The partners are more credible. The timing is better. But Google has a long history of building impressive demos and struggling with the last mile of product delivery. If 2026 is the year that changes, the smart glasses race becomes considerably more interesting. 4 stories. 1 week. Google reading your data. OpenAI showing you ads. A German lab building images in half a second. And a pair of glasses that might finally make augmented reality something people actually wear. The speed at which this space is moving is not slowing down. Subscribe to stay on top of it and drop a comment on which of these 4 you think has the biggest long-term impact. See you in the next one.